Today's all about the teens, and these teens are scoring big scholarships for video games.
Well, my little kids are 4 and 7, and they beat me at like Clash Royale and Brawl Stars. So I'm sitting there like I gotta practice.
Quan Nguyen sees the explosion of esports firsthand.
Once you get older, your fast twitch muscles slow down, and you can't do as much anymore, right? That's true. But I cheat. I tell them, hey, you know what? If you beat me, no more video games for tonight.
As the director of esports at Bryant and Stratton College, scholarships are attracting high-level talent.
I think it was last year when a 16-year-old won $3 million playing Fortnite. And then people started hearing, hey, they came to school and they're like, hey, you give scholarships to go to school to play video games? Then they started realizing, oh, wow.
Seeing like how far this facility has actually come, it's like you walk in here and you're just like, oh, like I want to like play video games. Like it's somewhere you actually want to be.
So if your child is very good at video games, don't just push it off. Help them expand it and let them know that it's not just video games, it's also growing a career, building skill sets that you can use in work. If you don't become a professional gamer, you can use teamwork, flexibility, timing, action planning in your everyday work.
And if you're skeptical on if it's a sport or the benefits of it, that's changing too.
Because before you played video games, people were like, why are you playing video games? But now you can play video games and get an education. So I think it's great, and I think it shows how invested our administration is to esports.
My brothers, when I was a kid, I would always want to be with my brothers just because like I felt so cool. Like they were older and stuff, and like so I would try to get into video games with them, and like it ended up having me like actually like I'm being really competitive with it.
This one's really crazy because you can't see where the waterfall is until you turn around the corner, and at that point, it's too late to change your mind.
Idaho native Hayden Voorhees became the third kayaker to make a successful descent of the Salto de la Puma in Chile, which plunges 115 feet.
Probably just like getting hit by a football player or something. I mean, I've never played football, but that's what I would...
Kayakers like Voorhees spend a lot of time preparing for a drop, scouting the dangers and figuring out where they need to be. But how does Hayden deal with the fear?
Because I do get scared and nervous, but I just focus on that I know I can do what I'm about to do, so I just have to get in the mindset. And so as soon as I get in the water, like I'll be nervous hiking down to the water, and then as soon as I put my boat down and get in the water, then all those nerves go away.
Hayden also sent Lower Mesa Falls in eastern Idaho, and while many kayakers go down the left side of this waterfall, not too many have the courage to try the other side.
It's a different waterfall because halfway down there's a rock that sticks out, and so you go off the waterfall, hit the rock, and then you go off another waterfall, essentially.
What often gets lost in watching kayakers huck themselves off of giant waterfalls is the skill and technique of this rare art form.
The taller it is, the more vertical you want to be, so the deeper you go and the less impact you get. If you land flat, then you're not going to go underwater, and it's just however fast you're going to just dead stop. And so that's really hard on your body, so the more vertical you can land, the better.
Hayden's parents got the Voorhees brothers into kayaking after moving to Idaho because of the North Fork of the Payette River.
For the most part, I wouldn't be able to do what I do without any of them, with my parents teaching me how to kayak at such a young age when I was 6, and then kind of just following my older brother, Alec.
Alec Voorhees giving younger brother Hayden a high five on the start ramp.
Alec has always been in the spotlight as a phenomenal kayaker, but this year Hayden emerged, and Kayak Session magazine named him the Paddler of the Year for kayakers under 21 years old.
People nominated from all around the world, from France, from New Zealand, other parts of the US and Canada. It's super cool. I'm really thankful for it.
Thank you to all of those amazing teens for sharing their stories with us. And you can find more positive stories on goodtoknowtv.com. The good stuff is out there. Isn't that good to know?